Lopez continues to lead the major league today. Xavier Edwards isn't too far behind. Those three at the top of the order have been magnificent. Liam Hicks is having a career season in just his second year in the big league.
Well, Freddie Peralta's numbers, as you can see, have been really good, but I don't think he's hit his stride. Remember, coming off his best season in the major leagues last year.
Freddie Peralta, 11 games, 3-4 record, 3.52 ERA.
One of their stars is Howard Johnson.
Soto left.
And you look at the-
AJ center, right bench. Vientos first. Simeon second. Bo. Shortstop. Beatty third. Terrence the catcher. What's up, RJ?
We saw on Wednesday, we really saw those two and how their speed and how much ground they can cover in the outfield.
Xavier Edwards getting set to lead things off for the Marlins, who after they disposed of the Mets last weekend went to Toronto and lost 2 of 3, which was a little disappointing for the Marlins Canadian contingent. They have 3 players who played for the Canadian WBC team, Liam Hicks and Owen Casey, but also Alan Lopez, who spent a lot of his youth living in Montreal, qualified as a Canadian WBCer.
If we ended the season today, the Blue Jays would be in the postseason. 1 game under 500, they would make the wild card.
Well, Seattle would be in 1 game under 500 as the AL West champions.
What's up, B?
Yeah, the NL has really dominated the American League this year in the interleague play. The Toronto series win over the Marlins notwithstanding. So here's Edwards, the switch hitter, who's hitting over 300 for both sides of the plate.
What's up, Daniel?
National League and on-base percentages played against tonight. 80 comes on the grass at third, but off the first pitch is a fastball high and we're underway.
Counts 1-0.
Edwards, who was born in New York, moved to Florida when he was 8. He moved to Florida because his sister was a tennis player, and they moved to Florida so she could get better coaching down here. And Edwards played some tennis along the way, but found his niche in baseball. He pulls one foul.
Foul.
I think the great Coco Golf did the same thing, moved to Florida at a young age.
The top 2 guys in this batting order, Edwards and Hicks, have about the same number of walks as strikeouts this year. Edwards, 28 walks, 28 strikeouts. Hicks, 18 walks, 19 strikeouts. You just don't see too many players like that anymore.
Then you add Hicks 11 home runs. That really
2-2 count.
is impressive.
Juan Soto, most years, will have more walks than strikeouts, but very few big league players do. Clayton McCullough took a team that won 63 games 2 years ago. They won 79 last year. They have their sights set on bigger things this year. Edwards fouls away a fastball, but they took a big blow today when they put a
2-2, that one foul.
6-28
Tomorrow game 7, series tied, 3-3, Spurs, Thunder, 8 p.m.
on the injured list with a groin injury, and he's expected
Yo, I hope
to miss
Knicks
the
win it all, bro.
2-2 coming. And ground ball back to Peralta.
Back to Peralta. Peralta and underhand toss the first out. Good job, Vientos. It's still so awkward to see Vientos there and not Alonso.
Yeah, and he hit one breaking ball that was over the middle of the plate, just out of the outstretched arms of bench, and then a fastball in. Good spot by Peralta, but Hicks got to it.
It was very noticeable in that first at bat. Peralta throwing all fastballs to Xavier Edwards. And he starts Hicks with a fastball as well. What we were talking about in the open tonight, the Marlins are dead last in the majors in their OPS against fastballs, and they're first in the majors in their OPS against breaking balls.
Hit.
So another fastball.
Second, Marcus. First, Vientos out.
Hicks 2 away.
2 away.
A reverse split, right, for hitters. I mean, the fastball is usually the pitch that has the largest slug, largest numbers.
I'm sure Justin Willard and Luis Torrens and Freddie Peralta all put their heads together after that last start and before this one. And you can certainly expect to see a more fastball-heavy Freddie tonight. Here's Alan Lopez hitting .342 to lead the major league.
I don't even think he's going to hit one. Strike, counts 0-1. That's a fastball from Peralta. Otto Lopez, 342 batting average, 4 home runs. That's a little low on the fastball there. Peralta counts 1-1.
It's was it 27% of your height at the bottom of the zone, 53.5% at the top of the zone. Everybody was measured at the same time of day in spring training this year.
Foul back, counts 1-2.
Because they say that you shrink a little bit as the day goes along.
The funniest part about it is that a lot of guys who had 6'2" in their baseball card ended up being 5'11" and 6 feet. They lost a couple of inches, which happens a lot. A lot of guys.
There were a few guys who gained some inches, and that was shocking. 1-2 to Lopez with 2 out and nobody on. Peralta, in his first start of the year on opening day against the Pirates, gave up a 2-run homer to Brendan Lau in the first inning. Those
counts 2-2.
2 first inning runs that Freddie's allowed this season. Trying to keep that string intact against Lopez with 2 out and nobody on.
Foul back.
Counts
2-2.
Peralta threw a season-high 108 pitches in that start last Saturday. They let him go a little further because the Mets bullpen was stretched and because they knew he'd get an extra day before this start for the off day yesterday. Whip down. 2-2 coming. And he just missed inside with the sinker. It's 3-2. Lopez 2 for 11 in his career against Peralta. Has not fared well against the Marlins in his career. This is his 13th appearance, his 10th start against Miami. And Lopez goes down.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, 3 outs.
He's got himself a 1-2-3 opening inning.
1-2-3 opening inning for Freddie Peralta. Mets up after this, bottom of the fourth.
They had this idea to bring clothes back.
Yeah, B, I don't think
Everyone told me this was going to be.
I don't think Juan Soto's hitting one today, bro.
And when a bag like Chase believes in you, it makes you believe even more in yourself.
I'd learn Mandarin or French. I'd pick up fencing or figure skating. No, flamenco, flamingos. I'd go see them. Maybe I'd join the circus. I'd parasail. No, paraglide. No, hang glide. I mean,
Can you imagine? New York play today.
Summer's here. Who's ready for camp in a new Toyota? Nice flash! The scavenger hunt starts now! Call was coming from inside the Tacoma!
Right now, you can lease a rugged 2026 Toyota Tacoma with 0 down and first month's payment of $409 due at signing.
Your summer starts here!
Toyota, let's go places.
Aircraft? All fully on. All the 8.
And they had this idea to bring clothes back to the raw material and make new thread. Everyone told me this was going to be impossible. But Chase believed in me. And when a bag like Chase believes in you, it makes you believe even more in yourself.
Soto has been the show. That's a lot of brought to you by the New York.
Bench, Bo, Soto, Young, AJ, Vientos, Beatty, Simeon, Terrence. Pop up. Carson Bench, left field, left center, warning track, he's out. Soto's playing left field today. Jared Young is the DH. Melendez, lefty on the bench. Brujan, switch on the bench. Sanger, Wagaman, righty on the bench.
If I was bench, I'd
How
keep
come
the ball away from Marcy.
Brujan never gets a lot of playing time.
That Marcy grabbed with terrific count.
Max on the mound, 11 games. Look at this, 5-0 record. ERA 2.52, 60 innings pitched, 42 hits, 22 walks, 68 strikeouts, whip 1.05. Next pitch is to Bichette, and he took a fastball for a strike. It looks like counts out 1-1. 2.25 average for both. 5 homers, 27 RBIs, 5.91 OPS.
6.79. And losing Avery Perez certainly does not help that equation. So they
Ball
got
upstairs.
to win on the days Meyer pitches. 27 years old, came up in 2022. made
Counts
2
1-1.
starts before going down with Tommy John surgery. He didn't come back until August of 24. Struggled down the stretch that year. Came back last year. Made 11
Counts 1 and
starts
2.
before he hurt his hip. And he had that hip surgery in early June. They missed the rest of last season. So here he is at age 27. This is only his 37th Major League start. And off to a great beginning this year.
That's a foul. Count stays 1 and 2.
So you can see what he can deliver. Because his stuff, fastball around 94, 95, and wicked breaking stuff could take him a long way.
1-2 count for Bo. You don't know Bo. Pop up, foul again. 87-mile-per-hour pitch.
Cold weather pitchers who didn't throw a lot of innings.
Count's going to stay 1 and 2 for Bo.
A little hardier when you're from Minnesota, right?
This will be pitch 7 from Max.
The other day before the Mets sent him down, he was born in Minnesota.
Hit! Right field, drop, baby, drop. Hey, a single. Soft contact. Hit over towards right field. Bo is on first base.
When he gets 2 strikes, he just
Next man up.
hitting the ball to right field.
I believe it's Juan Soto.
Down.
Here you go, B. We'll see if Juan Soto hits.
Side swing, wait for the last minute, almost hit the ball, beginning of late. He's got himself another base hit.
So now Soto just raging hot right now.
That's low.
First inning home run on Wednesday. His 12th of the year. His 8th in the last 12.
3.86. Average, 8 homers, 13 RBIs. 7 walks, 7 Ks. Last 12 games for Soto. Took a ball there. Next pitch.
Came right back and started hitting home runs again.
That's away. Counts 2-0. Ball and a strike. No, it's counts 2-0, Gary. What are you saying? I think it's 2-0, right? That's a ball.
Very carefully to Soto, now behind 3-0.
Counts 3-0.
Meyer did face Soto in Miami.
Counts 3-0.
First at bat and 2 ground balls. One outstanding play by Lopez up the middle.
I was going to be careful here on 3-0. You know, Juan is inclined to swing if he hasn't pitched a hit. Even though it was a quality pitch, he takes it for a strike, 3-1.
Strike. Counts 3-1.
It's Meyer, third overall pick in the 2020 draft. Spencer Torkelson went number 1 to Detroit. Heston Kjerstad went number 2 to Baltimore.
Walked him.
That's ball forward, so Soto-
Bo to second, Soto to first. 2 on, only 1 out. Next man up is Jared Young, I believe. Stowers, left field. Marcy, center. Right. Cassie, Hicks, first. Edwards, second. Lopez, shortstop. Sanoha, third base. Mack is the catcher. Prediction, home run, Jared Young. That's a mighty prediction for this early in the ball game for Jared Young, B.
He's coming back from the injured list just a month and a half after tearing a meniscus, and he takes fastball for a strike and fire.
Strike, fastball counts on 1. As the DH, Jared Young, 3.48 average, no homers, 2 RBIs, 842 OPS. That's a heavy prediction, B. Low inside counts 1-1. That was a low sweeper from Max. Next pitch will be pitch 15 from Max.
He belongs there with the way the roster is right now.
AJ Ewing's behind him, then Mark Vientos.
Upstairs, way upstairs.
Stays high, 2 balls and a strike.
Counts 2-1.
Still the first inning, now looking nearly as sharp as he did last Saturday.
Well, when he missed in the first inning of his breaking ball last start, they all were down. Every miss now has been up in the strike zone with that sweeper.
Gave up a 2-strike hit to Bichette. He's been the best pitcher in baseball at putting away people at 2 strikes. And
Pop up.
One up behind the plate.
Foul behind the plate. Back into the stands. Counts 2-2.
That wasn't just the game against the Mets. He also blanked the Braves for 6 innings in his start prior. So he's on a roll. There are a lot of pitchers having great seasons. I mean, he's got a 1.76 ERA in May. He won't be finishing in the top 5 in pitcher of the month. 2-2. And
Foul. Count stays 2-2.
The game has completely changed for the starting pitchers, certainly. But this is like their 1968 for them.
Well, in the major leagues so far this year, teams are averaging just a shade over 8 hits per game. It's the lowest since 1968. 2-2. And that's away. Trying to slide to the back door.
Away from the plate. Full count.
And the 240 overall batting average in baseball, the only year lower in the last 117 years was 1968. So it's a pitcher's era right now. 3-2 to Young with A.J. Ewing on deck. And Jared lets one.
Foul and back.
This is a line of construction that earlier in the season, Carlos Mendoza would have avoided, putting Soto, Young, and Ewing back-to-back 3 left-hand hitters. But at this point, just try to punch his best hitters as much at the top of the lineup as he can. Bichette at second, Soto at first, 25th of the inning now from Meyer. And he misses high, ball 4.
Bases loaded. You know what that means.
So he's missed up with several of those.
Oh, yeah. Knuckle up time. It's bases freaking loaded. Oh, yeah. Macho Man Randy Savage.
I'm surprised he's not getting a visit from the pitching coach right now. Probably seems to me it has to be something mechanical that innately he would know. But they're going to trust Meyer. He's been on the roll. Don't bother him.
And now A.J. Ewing, who went 0 for 3 against Meyer last weekend. Just his 16th big league start.
All right, 250 average, 1 homer, 4 RBIs, 696 OPS for AJ. He took a strike. Looked like a sinker. Counts 0-1.
I mean, they figure they can't double up Ewing because he's so bad.
I don't know about a grand slam from AJ Ewing. I'll fucking shave my head if he hits a grand slam.
It's inviting trouble.
Strike.
Well, he's got that
Counts
over
0-2.
Over twice in a row, and now it's 0-2.
Well, they're anticipating some contact off their good pitchers, the 2 walks that have gotten them in trouble. He struck out Ewing in Miami on that back foot slider. Let's see if he goes to that now.
Hit. Hey, it's a base hit. Runners are going to go. 2-0 Mets. Runner on first and second, only 1 out. Max was on the mound. He was like, fuck.
You worked so hard to get to the 0-2. You cannot make a mistake like that over the middle of the plate. Kind of a hanging breaking ball. That's the 3rd straight breaking ball through the Ewing. By the time he got to that 3rd one, it was not a good one. He handled it.
So now the Mets have it set up for a bigger inning. 1st and 3rd, still only 1 out, and Mark Viento's coming up. The Ewing is 5th and 6th RBIs. Now the infield's coming in.
Vientos popped one up. Looked like a fastball foul and back counts 0-1. Vientos, our first baseman today, 224 average, 6 homers, 23 RBIs, 638 OPS, 16 for 53 with runners in scoring position. I didn't see the rest of the stats.
Vientos went 1 for 10 in the series against the Reds. With a lone hit against
Throw to first.
Meyer in the first meeting last Saturday.
Not in time.
Struck a slow ground ball through the right side, and they're giving it that hole again. There goes Ewing, and Vientos fouls it.
Fouling back. Ewing's got to go back to first. Counts 0-2.
He had a huge jump. Well, the hanging breaking ball, Vientos had to jump all over it. Sometimes you run on the pitcher's moves. Sometimes maybe the inadequacies of the catcher. Sometimes you run because you know a breaking pitch is coming.
Meyer again ahead 0-2. And Beatrice punches one and back goes in.
Oh, fuck, out.
Almost got it over Edwards.
Shallow center field. Damn. 2 outs.
Santos is retired for the second out.
I can't tell you how good of a play that is. When you're playing in as an infielder, your first movement is trying to be aggressive to come in for the ball. So to reverse it. And
That was Edwards with a great play, running full sprint the opposite way.
That's a big second out for Meyer. Now
Brett Beatty.
First and third, the infield can drop back.
Ball outside.
Change
Change up outside, counts 1-0. 230 batting average, 3 homers, 21 RBIs, 6.52 OPS.
8 of the just completed series against the Reds. Young is at third, Ewing at first. Ewing edging away but not running.
Swing and a miss.
Swings and misses at a high breaking ball.
That was a breaking ball, counts 1-1.
Well, the Mets scored 2 runs in 3 games in Miami last weekend. They scored 2 runs in the first inning tonight. Beatty looking for more. Ewing again edging away but not running. It's up and away, 2 balls and strike.
Counts 2-1.
I think for the young, fast players of the Mets, a lot of thrown out, caught stealing has made them a little more conservative right now.
Ewing stolen 3, but he's also been caught 3 times. Including once by Mack last weekend.
So we pitched 30 from Max here in the first inning. Throw it to first. Not in time.
Meyer threw 95 pitches over Saturday against the Mets last Saturday. He's about to throw his 30th pitch of this inning. 2-1 to Beatty, batting 7th in the order. Marcus Semien on deck. And he got
Oh, fuck. He's going to get picked off. He didn't get picked off. They threw it to third. Oh, my God. He's safe on second. Why did he do that? Why didn't he throw to second? Wow. He got stuck in between first and second. He slowed down, and then they threw over to third. And not in time. Tried to pick off Young at third and no dice. Now you have runners on second and third with 2 outs and the count's 2-1.
That's one of the hardest plays for a first baseman.
Young bailed out AJ big time.
You look at the guy at third. How do you parse that entire situation? So have 2 in scoring position for Beatty with a 2-1.
Come on, Beatty, crack this one. Hit! Over towards first. Runner's going to go. Ewing is going to be tied. He's there. 4-0 Mets. Woo! 4-0 New York. Runner on first, 2 outs. How about them apples, B?
The breaking ball bedeviled the Mets in that first game, and now secondary pitches have been hit by the 2 left-handers, Ewing and Beatty, for 2 2-run singles. 4-0 Mets.
Semien takes a slider for a strike. Coming into the night, hitters were hitting 143 against Max Meyer with runners in scoring position. But Ewing and Beatty
Counts 0-1.
with 2-run singles to give the Mets an early bulge. Single misses and it's 1-1 to Semien. Very different kind of a night for Max Meyer so far. Shaking his head.
Yeah.
Semien blasts one out to right.
Right center. Casey at the wall, out.
He makes the catch. And that retires the side. Casey didn't know the out there were. Mets get 4 runs and lead it 4-0.
Stowers due up for Marlins.
There is only room to one alpha dog. And who is that alpha dog, Charlie? You're the alpha dog. You were betting that my marriage was going to fail? No. We were betting on the win. Weeknights at 12:30 on Pix 11.
The all-new Audi Q3. Made for a life of yes. Get exceptional off at your local Audi.
As a kid, you believed in magic. Every now and then, you believe in it again. The all-electric RZ. Because the greatest measure of an automobile is how it makes you feel.
Get special offers on select Lexus RZ models.
We're on holiday with MSC Cruises in the Caribbean, but it also feels like we're in Europe. It's kind of funny, right?
That is fun. Like how we're in an American sports bar 30 feet from an Italian gelato.
Yes.
I want to see back rooms, B.
Dining on authentic Greek cuisine.
Yet we're nowhere near Greece.
European inspired.
I want to see back rooms, and I want to see Obsession. I want to see Passengers.
Englishman was named after a city in Florida, Orlando.
That's so funny.
Did you see it yet, B, or no?
Audi Q3. Made for a life of yes. Get exceptional off at your local Audi.
Driver Up in the Majors brought to you by your local Ford stores. Paul Skeens turns 24 today. Took a loss yesterday against the Cubs, despite striking out 10, giving up just one earned run.
See, he turns 24 today. I read a cool stat. Babe Ruth, before he turned 24, 463 Ks, 2.13 ERA. Skeens, before he turned 24, 461 Ks, 2.12.
Does that mean Skeens go somewhere and hit home run?
And start hitting. He did
Oh,
hit
interesting,
power.
B.
Freddie Peralta supplied with a
Peralta back on the mound.
Stowers leads off in the second.
Here's Stowers to lead off, top of the second. Strike.
Takes a knee-high fastball.
Fastball, counts 0-1. Stowers, 211, batting average, 3 homers, 10 RBI, 644 OPS. This season, he's 0 for 11 against us. That's on the outside.
Still trying to get his season on track
Counts 1-1.
after a big year for Miami last year. Slider by Peralta, first breaking ball he's thrown. It's 1-2.
Counts 1-2.
Stowers has a home run on his ledger against Peralta, 1 for 5 against him. And he pops this one up, coming back to Rents for a look, but that's out of play. Stowers, then Jacob Marcy and Connor Norby for Miami in the second.
That's low.
Curveball, did he go? He did not. On the swing in time, it's 2-2.
Counts 2-2.
Mets putting up 4 runs in support of Peralta in the first inning, their biggest first inning since opening day, where they scored 5 against the aforementioned Paul Skeens. Umpire
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Swing and a miss, and Stowers is down. Second strikeout for Peralta. Speaking of Nolan, Ryan.
Jacob Marcy, 194 average, 3 homers, 15 RBI, 616 OPS. He's 1 for 10 on the season against us.
Written by Tim Brown, who is one of the great sports writers of our time, and I cannot wait to read it.
Me too. I mean, you're right about Tim Brown. West Coast Tim Brown is great.
Ball, counts 1-0.
Marcy just 2 hits in his last 26 at bats, but he continues to shine defensively.
Hit.
It's this one out to
Left.
Chasing Soto back.
Soto, wall. Oh, diving catch into the wall. 2 away.
Gives him love to Watts defense. Talked about bench and Ewing.
He made it look easy, Gary. That was not an easy play. That ball had
Look at him run into the wall here. Meow.
and then turns his back so he doesn't pinch his shoulder 100% into that wall. Takes a lot of it on his back, his hip. He's so strong.
So 2 out of nobody on. Now Connor Norby.
That's
the
slow to
DH.
Norby, counts 1-0. Is he the DH?
I've not seen Nolan Ryan out a lot, like in the last 4 or 5 years. So it's going to be great to, read about
Strike.
coming from Texas. The New
Looked like a fastball, counts 1-1.
of his
Norby
career.
didn't like the call. He is the DH, 213 average, 4 homers, 14 RBI, 668. OPS 1 for 7 against us on the season. Hit, foul, third base side, counts 1 and 2.
They kept waiting for that moment when he would become a more efficient pitcher and not walk the ballpark, and they got tired of waiting. And the Angels and everybody else after that got the benefit.
Well, we probably kept comparing him to the franchise as well. That didn't help.
1-2 coming to Norby.
Ooh, that's low and away, counts 2 and 2. How old is Nolan Ryan?
Well, the Mets don't get to the World Series in 1969 without Nolan Ryan and his exploits against the Braves in the League Championship Series.
Struck him out.
With the breaking ball. So Toronto's retired the first 6, 3 of them by the strikeout. 4-0 Mets.
The best way to see the USA starts in a Chevy SUV with room for the whole family. Added peace of mind for every mind. And range to take you farther.
Now, well-qualified buyers can get 3.9% financing for 60 months on all 2026 Chevy Equinox models. Or current qualified lessees can get this 2026 Chevy Equinox for around $269 a month.
That swordfish won me the tournament.
I once had a playing parlay. An octopus, if you will. Came down to a game in Detroit. I heard the team's plane got in imperlated the night before. So I figured I'd use my Bet 365 sign-up bonus to hammer the under. Did you win? No. Let's just say the next round of omelets is on me, fellas.
Bet $10, get $200 in bonus bets.
Voila.
Again? That's it? I'm switching families.
You can't just switch.
Why not? The Garcias just switched their internet to Verizon Fios. It's 100% fiber internet, and they eat pizza on Mondays.
How long have you been planning this?
Stop, Meatloaf. Make some calls.
Switch to Verizon Fios for just $20 a month, or bundle new internet and mobile plans for just $69.99 a month. See?
I don't know. I kind of want to.
Light up your summer with fireworks nights on Fridays. Stay for the show at City Field between May and August. Head to Mets.com/fireworks.
Health report brought to you by New York Presbyterian. Senga made his second rehab start last night. Didn't go particularly well, but he came out of it healthy, and that's the first consideration. Coming back from a back issue, but as David Stearns said today, or I guess it was Carlos Mendoza said today, it's great that he's healthy. Now we have to start seeing some results. A lot of 3-ball counts in that outing last night.
39 balls, 41 strikes. That's no good.
So the Mets rotation continues to be in a little bit of flux. At least Torrens leading off the home second. They've got the 3 established starters right now in this series, with Peralta tonight, Christian Scott tomorrow, and Nolan McLean on Sunday. For the moment, David Peterson has been shuttled to the bullpen after a rough outing.
Counts 1-1 for Torrens. Fouling back.
So,
Always laugh when the ball goes back into the netting by the fans and they get scared.
Is going to take that bulk role, whether it's a starter or behind an opener, and then Jonathan the same on Tuesday.
Well, he's thrown the ball much better the last couple of times on the mound, so he gets a shot.
Let's continue to improvise as far as the rotation is concerned since the loss of Clay Holmes. And it's a little easier to do this week because you have the off day.
Counts 2 and 2.
And then they play 6 straight. They have another off day next Thursday. So move some things around. Torrens lifts one out to right.
Right, it's playable.
Casey is right there.
Out.
Now,
I know you were saying that that's the most runs the Mets have scored since opening day, but that was a beautiful defensive inning. If you're the coach, the organization, the players, just 2 out. And everything happened, discipline, taking walks. It was just a great offensive inning.
And for Max Meyer, 33 pitches in that first inning, matches his most in any inning this year. Carson Bench flied out to start that first inning. And the 4 runs that Meyer allowed in the first inning matches the most he's given up in any game this year.
Ball counts 1-0 for Bench. Bench 0 for 1 on the day. Flew out earlier. 3 home runs on the season.
So completely by Meyer for 7 innings just 6 days ago. Bench takes fastball strike.
Fastball strike counts 1-1.
Bench had the 2 RBI hits his last 2 at bats against the Reds on Wednesday. Some big time at bats. Handling up and in pitches. Bedeviled him early in the season.
You know, Gary, we talked so much about his sweeper and how effective it was, but his fastball command and control in his last start against the Mets was impeccable for Meyer, and he's not gotten off with that pitch either.
And his velocity's down a little bit as well. Sweeper is bad. You can see his body language. He's very unhappy.
He's confused right now why things aren't working because everything has come pretty easy the last couple of starts.
Right. 3-1 to Bench. And it's strike 3-2.
Oh, he's going to check it. Bench.
Brandon, you have a dildo to remind you of when your boyfriend's away.
Fire called on a strike. Instead, it's ball 4. Bench draws a 1-out.
Bench challenged it. It's a walk.
Of an inch or less.
Not a good eye. The best eye.
Well, fortunate enough. ABS challenge presented by Nissan.
Man on first, 1 out for the Mets.
Meyer won 3 in his 7 innings against the Mets last week. That's a 1-out base runner for Bo Bichette, who got things started for the Mets with an opposite field single in the first.
Strike.
And I think, that
Counts 0-1 for Bo. Bo single and a run in this game. 5 home runs in the season, 27 RBIs.
Coming into the ninth, the opposition was hitting 103 against him.
I think wrestling's on tonight, Brendan.
Because he's got those put-away breaking balls.
Counts 0-2.
Bichette with that base hit in the first inning pushed his career OPS against the Marlins over 1,000. He's trying to get to 600 for this season. And he hits this one out to left center. Here comes
Left center is playable. Out. 2 outs.
That's the second out. So 2 away. Now Soto will get his second turn.
I'm just thinking out loud.
Who the fuck is Andy Kimmett? Was that the nerdy guy with the glasses?
From the bench. He likes to execute his pitches. I wonder if the call
Juan Soto coming up to bat. He's going to walk and a run. In this game, 12 home runs on the season.
Understand that even though they're putting down a pitch that should get hitters out, how does he feel about throwing that pitch so far in this game?
Well, Clayton McCullough has emphasized since they started doing that last year that the call for the bench is a suggestion.
It is a suggestion, but for Meyer, he believes in it wholeheartedly. Like, he loves them to call the pitches so he can just execute as opposed to maybe having more of a free will to decide.
And of course, you have a rookie catcher behind the plate, which complicates the equation as well.
Yeah, he's not going to upset the apple cart. So I'm just, who knows? Just a thought.
Meyer pitched very carefully to Soto the first time and appears to be doing the same here. 2-0 to Washington.
Counts 2-0.
Bench at first.
Hit. Out at first.
Base, and that
One stranded.
Walking 1 left after 2. That's 4.
Going to the third.
Some things have a way of lighting up our world. Words. Moments. People. The things that give us hope. And if you have early Alzheimer's disease, Kasumna is here. An anti-amyloid treatment for early symptomatic Alzheimer's disease, proven to slow the progression of the disease. Kasumna can cause amyloid-related imaging abnormalities, or ARIA, which is temporary bleeding and/or swelling in the brain. Your doctor may test for a gene that raises its risk. ARIA doesn't usually cause symptoms, but can be serious and fatal. Symptoms may include headache, confusion, dizziness, vision changes, nausea, difficulty walking, or seizures. Tell your doctor if you take
I am?
medications to reduce blood
Rodney
clots. Do not
Dangerfield.
take if you have a known allergy to Kasumba or any of its ingredients. Serious infusion-related and allergic reactions can occur. These are not all of the possible side effects. Call your doctor right away if you experience any side effects. There's a light within us.
Yeah, sort of.
Visit Kasumba.com to learn about evaluation and testing to see if Kasumba
Where did he die
is for
from?
you.
We're here for those who build America. Those who believe that giving everything we've got today will pay off tomorrow. Who will drive America forward for 250 years to come. If that's who you are, you should pay what we pay.
Get employee pricing for a limited time. Plus, Ford owners enjoy complimentary benefits like remote service and pickup and delivery, making maintenance more convenient.
Traffic moving very well on the Queensboro Bridge.
It's not always the case.
Not the Brooklyn Bridge.
Yes.
It's too far uptown. Gotta get downtown. You know, I remember when the full fish market looked like a fish market.
That's right. I remember when they used to sell it. When I first came to the city, they used to also sell pickles down there. Outside of
Let's see what he passed away from. Counts 0-1 for Cassie.
Casey leading off.
Casey.
So we talked about Peralta and his pitch usage. Last start against the Marlins last week, he threw 43% fastballs. Coming into this inning, 64%.
Heart valve replacement surgery complications.
And he threw hard in his last start. This start, he's hovered around 93, 94. He hit 97, 98 in his last start. Sometimes teams dictate how you have to pitch them, and his strength always has been his fastball anyway.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen the first. I only saw the first one, and I haven't seen it in a while. Counts 2-2 for Casey.
This is pitch usage so far this year. He's still fastball Freddie.
Ball outside.
I think there was a time where his slider, he was trying to make that maybe into a secondary, main secondary pitch with the changeup has prevailed.
Hit toward the hole.
Base hit.
Casey, who drove in 4 runs in the first 2 games of that series last weekend against the Mets, is the first man to reach against Peralta tonight.
9 hits in his last 14 games now for Casey. His swing looks a little bit like Sean Casey and the run up the first base line.
And they don't even spell their name the same.
No.
Xavier Sanoja. If Owen Casey aspires to a political nickname, it's like the mayor.
Maybe he could be the governor.
The prime minister.
There you go.
He's Canadian. Javier Sanoja playing third base tonight. He takes a fastball strike at 0-2.
Counts 0-2 for Sanoja. That was a fastball from Peralta.
Short and third and all 3 outfield spots. And he has been a productive player.
Damn.
Well, it's not just that the Marlins are weaker against the fastball. It's that Freddie's fastball is better than anything else he throws by a wide margin.
Counts 1-2.
One two to Sanoja. Jammed him. Did he go around? He did not. Space umpire Ryan Adamson says no. It's 2-2.
Sanoja reminds me of a younger version of Mauricio Dubon. Plays for the Atlanta Braves. A guy who is excellent any place he plays. Gets key hits.
He's only 23 years old. The Gold Glove is the best utility club in the National League last year. Joe Mack, the catcher, number 9 hitter on deck. Sonoma was part of that Venezuelan team that won the WBC. And he waves at a pitch that's about a foot and a half out of the strike zone and somehow make contact with it. How did he do that? Is that a 45-inch bat?
I don't know. Just at the very end of the bat.
Wow. That's about as far outside as I've seen a hitter make contact with a pitch in a long time. Peralta misses down, and now it's 3-2, second straight full count for Freddie. The Marlins have not had a lot of success in their history, except, oh, by the way, winning 2 World Series. 3-2, nobody out. KC is running, and Snowhawk grounds it foul.
Wow, that's an interesting play. To have the runner running down 4 points here early in the game. The guy that has a little above average speed, maybe.
Counting on Sonoma being a contact hitter. The Marlins do a lot of running. They lead the major leagues in stolen bases. Marlins are next to last in the National League in home runs, so they have to use their legs to try and produce runs. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat to Sonoma. Casey's running again, and Sonoma fouls him off again. 98 from Peralta, fastest pitch he's thrown.
Well, it doesn't start at the big league level. They started in the minor leagues. You are going to run if you're going to be a Marlin. You know, wear the uniform.
Even a guy like Casey, who's not a fast guy, he's got 3 stolen bases already this year.
13 stolen bases in a game.
Wow,
that had to be something to watch.
Lucky ball. Who the catcher was, but I feel bad for him already. Sonoma fouls off another. This time Casey was not running. I guess he was exhausted. This is going to be pitch number 11 from Peralta to Sonoma. Casey runs. Sonoma fouls it away again. That's 4 in a row. There's a guy sitting down and to our left wearing a Luis Guillorme jersey.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Every time you get in a bat like this, you think of Luis Guillorme against Jordan Hicks in Port St. Lucie. 22 pitches.
Or if Sonoma loses control of the bat, I'm counting on that fan to catch him up.
It's an extra skin. For a part-time player, who made his mark. Pitch number 12 to Sonoma. Casey runs. Sonoma hits ground ball to short. Bishop's going to have to go to first with it. So by
first.
They stay
Runner on second.
Sonoma, with a 12-pitch at bat, rounds out for the first out. That kind of a bat, in the age of the pitch count, as Justin Willard heads out to the mound to give Peralta a breather, that could put a crimp in your entire day.
It really does. And I think, I was mentioning that you got a hit on an 0-2 breaking ball in the first inning to drive in 2, and you say yourself, you work so hard to get 0-2, you want to throw something out.
Sorry, I'm texting an old friend.
But each pitch is so...
All right, 1 on, 1 out.
But going deep into account when you have a 0-2 doesn't make any sense. Put them away then. You just didn't make the pitch.
And in this case, with Peralta coming off 108 pitches, his season highest last start, even with the extra day, they're probably going to be limiting him tonight.
Yeah, it's just, the pitch count now, if you just do the simple math, if you're perfect 15 pitches an inning, that gets you to 90 right there for 6 innings. So less than perfect, gets you over 100.
So Marlins got a runner in scoring position for the first time without Joe Mack. 57 at-bats into his big league career, hitting .211. But 364 with runners in scoring position. Small size.
Joe Mack, 211 average, no homers, 6 RBIs, 5.25 OPS.
New York.
Counts 1-0.
People here tonight. It's about a 7-hour drive to Buffalo. Well, goes without saying, starting pitchers pitch fewer innings than they ever have before.
So when we talk about Freddie Peralta being a kind of a 6-inning pitcher, well, that's what he produced.
They used to call the guys who gave you 5 innings and then didn't have enough to go deeper, 5 and fly.
I will just say, and this is 1,000 years ago, you did not want that reputation. That was the worst reputation you could have as a starter.
Swing and a miss. Counts 1-2.
There was a guy in Houston, I'm not going to name him, but they used to say that every time the 6th inning came along, there was a sniper that took him out.
Started looking at the coach and the bullpen.
1-2 to Mac with Xavier Edwards on deck. The shadow with the runner at second. And Mac takes one in the dirt, but stopped by Torrens. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just enjoy watching Torrens and the way he works. There's a calmness to how he blocks the pitch.
Counts 2-2.
Never antsy, just like a big beanbag chair.
Talk about slowing the game down. That's what he does.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 outs.
4th strikeout, first time through the batting order for Peralta. 2 out in the inning.
His first changeup of the night was nasty. It was taken for a ball. You can see the grip there. He has a good one tonight. So if you can use that fastball to get ahead, especially against the left-handed hitters, you can put a lot away.
So 2 outs. Casey's still at second. And now Xavier Edwards comes up for the second time. Edwards had a comeback
Edwards.
that Peralta had to reach down for his first time up. He was not far off the bag.
Now, Edwards is the one guy in the Marlins lineup who does hit the fastball, gets on it.
304 this year with runners in scoring position. Over 300 as a left-hand batter, over 300 as a right-hand batter.
Foul. Counts 0-1.
Started out in the San Diego.
I heard weekends at Bernie's 2 sucks.
Was in high school in 2018. Good year last year. He's having a better year this year. More power.
Oh, shit.
To deep center. Back goes Ewing a long way back. And
off the wall.
It's off the base of the wall. Casey's in to score. Edwards will easily.
One scores.
With an RBI triple.
RBI triple. All right, not horrible. 4-1 Mets. Runner on third. 2 outs.
Well, Ewing has played very shallow in center field against Edwards, who this year has been hitting the ball with more authority, and he did that.
Ewing couldn't get there in time.
I think they were properly placed, though, because he does have some power, but that's not going to be the majority of time. To hit it off the base of the wall at 408, not many people are going to make that catch anyway, and then he turns on speed and turns it into a stand-up triple.
So the Marlins get the
ball. Counts 1-0.
And that extends the inning for Peralta.
Come on, Peralta. Slow it down. Hicks up at bat. 0-for-1. Ground out earlier. 11 homers, 44 RBIs on the season. Ball outside. Counts 2-0. Come on, Peralta. Find it. Come on, dude. 27 pitches this inning. Come on, dude. That's a strike. Change-up counts 2-1.
Took him deep twice last week. Rounded out to second base his first time up today. Edwards at third, but 2 down.
Strike, challenge. That's going to be a ball.
He thought it was up and away. Both. It's close.
It's a ball. Yeah, that's a ball all day. That's not close. Get your eyes checked. 3-1 count. Each team has both challenges remaining.
Dangerous pitch here against a guy who does not swing and miss very much.
Don't walk him. Wow, dude. Seriously, he walked him. Tying run coming up to bat. Bro, if they hit a fucking home run, I'm ending the fucking stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm not fucking doing this every night.
Would be the most important at bat for him tonight.
Otto Lopez struck out his first time up. 75 hits on the year. Last year, Otto Lopez got his 75th hit on July 18th. He was just having himself a phenomenal season. I think on waivers a couple of years ago from the Giants.
Strike.
Counts
0-1.
Nothing in one.
That's Otto Lopez up at bat 0-1. Struck out in the first 4 home runs in the season, 23 RBIs on the season.
Scoring position this year. Although over 30 pitches in this inning. And a check swing. They look at first. No swing.
Ball.
Ball, one strike.
Checked it in time. Counts 1-1.
Edwards at third. Hicks at first with 2 down. Run home of the inning. Lopez fouls it away. How much impact does that 12 pitch at bat have at this point in an inning?
Yeah, huge, Gary. I mean, you are.
Counts 1-2.
Today works for explosiveness, for his pitchers to explode. How you work out for that is sprinting and small dashes to make sure that you're as strong as you can in a short amount of time. So these long innings can be the undoing of a lot of pitchers.
So he is 34th pitch of this third inning. Ahead on Lopez 1-2. Just got a piece of that change up to stay the bat.
You'll see a lot of pitchers at the end of the year that look at their record and say, boy, I could have been better. And you start to look at it and they go,
1-2 count.
Close the faucet on some innings.
That 12 pitch at bat for Sonoma equaled the longest at bat against Peralta in his major league career. 1-2 count. And Lopez able to foul off a changeup. It's 2 in a row.
Said the fight Marlins when
Counts 1-2.
Home run. It's more like pesky Marlins.
Which was ever thus running against the Mets. Well, it's never easy. Again, the 1-2. Bounces that slider. Reds keeps it in front.
2-2 count.
Runner at third.
Torrens again. See how he flips over that glove and just places it in that 5-hole so it doesn't go between his legs and takes it right off the chest protector.
Pitch number 37 in this inning upcoming for Peralta. As bullpen is starting to get busy.
This would be a time in the game. I personally might throw a ball in and say I don't like this ball to get extra time. Something to
Lopez banks one right at Simeon.
Right to Simeon to first out. All right, I'll take it. 4-1 Mets. Young, AJ, Vientos due up, bottom of the third. That was a long inning. Let's see what's going on with wrestling while we're in commercial, shall we? Oh, Rhea Ripley. I got a fucking crush on her, man.
Rhea Bloody Ripley, the Eradicator with that well-learned goal in hand. As you say, Joe, this certainly is the now, but is it going to be the now in 48 hours' time? And Flash in Italy is one crack. Rhea Ripley has simply not had an answer for the physical fight of Jay.
Nikki Blackheart? I don't even know who that is.
Maybe going into Flash in Italy this Sunday as a major underdog. It's never backed away from the biggest challenge. She climbed the mountain again in WrestleMania 42
Barcelona is showering Bobby with love.
I don't know how strong being in the ring with Jay Cardell's B5 and Nietzsche this close to that championship defense really is.
Jane, every single week you come out.
Oh, it's going to be a long promo, I can tell already.
The team.
Counts 1-1 for Young. He was walked earlier.
Get some competition.
Pop up, foul, counts 1-2.
Oh boy, I really like that. That's great. We always think it's the thematics, right, Gary? Complete game of less than 100.
DH Jared Young walking a run.
Is magic.
No home runs on the season yet,
Now, from a
Brandon.
team standpoint, you've got Jared Young leading off the next half inning after a 38-pitch inning, and he's now looked at 3 of the first 4 pitches. Do you think that's by design?
I think it depends on the hitter, Gary. It depends on the person. But there are some hitters that'll say, hey, we need a long inning here. I'm going to take a strike for Meyer and then go the hitting from there. And then I played with hitters who, like, I'm not in charge of his condition. I need a hit. So it goes both ways.
Counts 2-2.
Remember, you played with a player, and I can't really name,
That's 2 people now.
who was in the batter's box before the previous opportunity. 2-2 coming.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Swinging on
Damn.
the slider. First strike out of the night for Max Meyer.
So, guys, just to follow up quickly on this play home setting thing, one of the interesting things that I heard is that Freddie Roth is actually leading the team with 23 play home innings. The only problem is that his other 38 and a third innings coming into the night, 21 pitches per inning. But take a look at some of this other terminology that they track. R2K percentage and attack percentage. R2K percentage is something that
Strike,
you've
top of the
talked
zone
about
there.
terminology.
Counts home
It's essentially the race to the first 3 pitches. Can you get 2 strikes before you get 2 balls? Because you're much more effective generally when you get ahead in the counts that way. And they also have attack percentage, which is the percentage of pitches in zone.
Foul, counts 0-2.
Prior to having 2 strikes.
That's AJ up at bat. He's 1 for 1 on the day. That was pitch 57 from Max.
Competition internally, again, to try and get them to be more focused on it as a staff. Boy, Steve, I love all that stuff. You know, in our day, you know, you only heard of those kinds of things word of mouth. I mean, intellectually, you could kind of figure it out after a while.
Wow, pitch.
When I first started pitching, the wildest pitch
Bounce away.
ever there by Meyer.
Counts 1-2.
I was always throwing first pitch strike, and I struggled with that, and I felt defeated if I didn't throw a first pitch strike. So that's how I personally came to the race to 3. But I found that the first out of the inning is a huge metric as well. Ron, did you think if you were on a staff where it was made a competition and it was prominently talked about in that way, that would have enhanced the way you thought about it all? Because you hear all the time about, you know, the friendly competition start to start, but the way, again, that this staff is kind of thinking about it is we can make other things a competition that are process-oriented, that make these guys think about the little things that should lead to success. Absolutely, Steve. It's a long season, so to compete with each other, because I really think they're separate fraternities in a game. The starting pitchers, the relief pitchers, everyday players, the bench.
Vientos 0 for 1, popped out in the first 6 home runs of the season.
To do it now. No one wrote it down.
Foul.
You're competing against Gooden and Fernandez and Cone and Ojeda and Aguilera. I mean, you really have to. It was easy to compete because they were so good.
Myers struck out the first 2 in this inning. 0-1 to Vientos, who that was caught his first time up.
And one more thing, sorry, Steve. I said get the first out. Of course, get the first out.
Counts 1-1.
The first batter, because that really sets a tone for the inning. When you get in trouble later in the inning, instead of needing a double play, you only need one out because you have two.
Wow. Second deck home run. It's rampage time, folks. Bring out the bow. 445 feet. Home run distance. What's the exit velocity? 109.2 miles per hour.
This was a little different. A prodigious blast off the bat of Vientos.
Coming into this game, no one in the Mets lineup had a hit against Meyer. Only Vientos, who had 3, and his 4th, the most impressive.
Walker at 45 feet on that second deck shot. With the 5th home run that Meyer's given up in 12 starts this year. And Vientos earning the best at hard hat. Well,
so fastball up in the zone, and he got the head out. And when they talk about hitting a ball at the right launch angle, that would be it.
28 degrees. 109.2 miles an hour.
I mean, that's a home run every single time. Wind blowing in, wind blowing sideways. That was a blast. So strong.
It's in there.
Yeah.
You've seen it. Going to the Beatty, drove an apparent run to the base in the first. And sounded that line.
Boy, trying to go in, and he did not get it there. You're right.
That is the second longest home run of Vientos' career as Beatty strikes out the back foot slider. 3 strikeouts in inning for Meyer, but in between, Vientos put one in orbit, and the Mets lead 5-1 after 3.
Lowering the prices of Stop and Shop.
Sorry, I missed one out there, but
Stop and Shop is lowering prices across the
5-1 Mets.
You think so? Because I'm thinking a little shift to the left. Good things are in store at Stop and Shop.
This Nissan lineup goes where you take it. Vehicles built for home. Torque. Traction. And yeah, full control. That's the power of a Nissan. Now's the time to drive. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality. 12 qualified buyers get 0% APR on select model trims or get a low $199 per month lease on Ultima.
% with your home and auto bundle from Progressive.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out the right caption to post about this.
Maybe something like, I have protection, just read a life guard.
What about that emoji with a shocked face?
Or maybe flooded with emotion.
That's too much. Try Tuesdays are cray.
You know, technically, you're not supposed to everything that happens online. Totally believe me. Life is meaningless without affirmation, am I right?
Pay less for less, ain't a good deal. But when you pay less and you get more, that's straight up marvelous. Straight talk's been the same price since it started in 2009. Straightforward, always.
And now, plans starting at just $25 a month.
This is the Ergo Smart Base from Tempur-Pedic, and it responds to snoring, so you don't have to. So no more nudging your partner or sleeping on the other side of the house, because the Tempur Ergo Smart Base actually detects snoring, then automatically adjusts the base for the deep and destroyed condition. Sleep all this night and sleep.
David, what's up, dude?
Try Tide. It's boosted. The other stuff can't match Tide's boosted clean. Test passed.
It's clean.
Yeah, it smells great.
No, really smell it. It smells amazing.
It's cleaner, whiter, brighter, and fresher. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide.
Who's there?
We're making a splash with another Twisted Tea try. Twisted Tea fans love the smooth, refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Good brewed tea, the party so good that I. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
At Wingstop, it's all about flavor. Good, fresh, made to order. Every bite is different. And the ranch, you already know. Wingstop.
I want cookies.
WWE and the USA go hand in hand because, in many ways, I feel like we are America's greatest export.
People knew the wrestling business was changing. Wrestling has become one of the leading forms of entertainment.
Got a runner on second, and the count's 0-1 for Marcy. Come on, Peralta. Marcy 3 home runs on the season. Fuck! Come on, Peralta. Runner's gonna come and score 5-2 Mets. Runner on second. I am, David. Yeah, I might. I might stream it tomorrow. A couple of people are already asking me to do that.
Where's this ball? Yeah, it's on the outside corner, so he was able to cover it.
Possible that he'll pick up an RBI. Now it's 5-2. Here's Connor Norby.
Yeah, it's all right.
First time up. And he hits a ground ball on the left
Get
side.
the out at first. Nope. Peralta, what the fuck are you doing? Runners on first and third. Why is he giving up so much hits right now? Tying run again, coming up to bat. Can we get our bullpen ranking, Carlos? God dang.
When you watch Bichette play short, he plays a certain style. His style is from short, to throw on the run. If you remember, when he was playing third base, some of his best plays from third base were on the run. But this is such a deep throw, hard to throw this accurate, and it's off the base enough for Norby with his hustle to get in there.
It's base hit for Norby, and now the tying run will come to bat with Owen Casey, who had the first Miami hit and around to score in the third. So 3 straight hits for Miami to start the fourth.
Foul, counts 0-1.
They have made a revision in Freddie Peralta's third inning. It wasn't 38 pitches, it was 37 pitches.
I mean, thank God we're on top of it.
But nonetheless, it appears as though he is suffering the ill effects of that.
Swing and miss, counts 0-2.
Up there, and it's 0-2 to Casey. I mean, since the 12th pitch at bat by Sonoma, 5 of the next seven batters reached base.
Wow. Just never got a really proper grip. Kind of crossed the seams as well. Didn't get it with a 4-seam, so it wasn't running as true. But he threw it sidearm as well.
Field back, first and third, nobody out. Runner takes off from first, throw to second by.
Out! Out at second. Caught him stealing.
I mean, that's amazing. Connor Norby got a tremendous jump.
He got a running to start, and Torrens still threw him out with no problem.
One away.
Right on the helmet and back before he got in there.
That's a big first down for Peralta. Now he can use a strikeout against Casey. 1-2 coming.
That's low. Peralta, please fucking throw the pitches where they need to go.
Saw Casey with Snowhawk running down 4 runs, and Snowhawk didn't put the ball in play while he was running. Now Marlins taking another chance running there, and might help Peralta get out of the inning.
Norby is now 6 for 9 stealing bases this year. 2-2 coming to Casey.
Struck him out. 2 outs. Come on, Peralta.
And now there are 2 outs. So it was looming as a huge inning for the Marlins. All of a sudden, that's a chance to be just a one-run inning.
There's just a nasty slider back footer. Casey had no chance. So that old adage, you don't have to run yourself out of an inning when you're behind, comes to hurt the Marlins.
So now Sonoma with that 12 pitch at bat before grounding out the third. And he hits a drop ball right to Simeon.
Simeon. The first out. All right, we got out of most of that. 5-3 Mets. Marcus Simeon due up. Bottom of the fourth after this commercial break. Cool.
We're here for those who build America. Those who believe.
Brisket. Both are smoked slow for up to 13 hours. Tender, juicy barbecue like this isn't magic, although there is a lot of smoke involved.
Hobbies. We have the meat.
Getting hard is not the same thing as being turned on.
That is why Bluetooth Gold was created. Only online will for brain and heart that actually brings couples closer. If you want to be ready, then go home.
Rides on and on. Won't show up to make us to richer.
Make it really feeling good.
Turn up your summer with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea fans love the smooth, refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Made with real brewed tea and a 5% gift of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
What does the $7 big deal meal get you at Sonic? The real question is, what doesn't it get you? Enjoy a full meal plus premium chicken bites for just $7. It's the $7 Sonic Big Deal Meal.
Taco Bell's 5, 7, and $9 Lux boxes are peak luxury. They may even go to your head.
Excuse me, who makes this house red?
Heck. Try Taco Bell's 5, 7, and $9 Lux boxes.
Welcome to the grown-up world.
Here's tonight's Mets optimal fiber poll question. How many games do you think the Mets will win this season? Scan the QR code on your screen and cast your vote now. In last week's poll, 56% of you voted that Juan Soto would keep up with his recent trend and hit over 40 home runs this year.
So there's that.
Marcus Simeon, right?
Marcus Simeon, that's going to be a double, I think.
To start the bottom of the fourth. And with the ball is followed by Stowers, Simeon's able to go to second.
Lead off double. Let's get that run back.
Just a simple base hit here. You know what happened to Stowers, whether he took his eye off the ball to see where Simeon was. But good hustle by Simeon, pro, makes the turn once he sees it, easy to take the extra base.
So it's a single and an error on Stowers. 38 there for the Marlins this year. Not to Reds looking to punt, and that's a fair ball. Back throws to third.
Oh, throw over to third. No good. And Marcus comes in and scores. We get the run back that we gave up last inning. 6-2 Mets. Runner on first, no outs. Couple of errors there.
Yes, he did. He picked up the ball right with Torrens.
I'm tired.
Interference because Mac and the ball and Torrens were in the same area. So Torrens thought it was foul, but held forward. So then he had to run. When he came out of the box, Max is right behind him. Mac was right behind him. Tags him, and no, there was no interference there.
Oh, he got out. He tagged him. My bad. He was out at first, so they call it a sack for 5.
Two errors allowing the Mets to score a run here in the fourth to make it 6-2.
That's low. Counts 1-1.
Here's the throw. It's a snow hop, kind of fans at it. You know, if you're the third baseman here, what's a tag? When he gets a tag on the hip, that gets his out. But if you're snow hop, you have to be prepared for a bad throw.
Counts 1 and 2.
Come off the bag instead of holding your position.
Well, Simeon wasn't even sliding. because he was going to beat the play.
Struck him out by bench.
Strikes out for the second.
Well, you just want to be in a ready position. Your catcher is on the run, throwing across his body, so you have to anticipate that maybe the throw is not going to be perfect. So you have the latitude to move off and make that play and catch it in the air.
Well, for Mac, before he made the tag on Torrance, that ball was rolling around his hand. He was fortunate to be able to grab it and make the tag in one motion, but then to be able to make the throw after that's asking a lot.
That's right. It would have been one of the great plays by a catcher if he had made it. Rolling around, finally tags him, and going away and throwing across his body is a difficult throw with mask on as well.
So 2 out and nobody on. Well, Bichette lifts one out to right. Casey there to make the play to retire the side with the bats. Get another run to the fourth and lead 6-2.
At Northwell's Cardiovascular Institute, we don't dream of untreatable or too complex. Call us determined, stubborn maybe, but from the city to the suburbs to the sand. As the most experienced cardiac team in the tri-state area with the nation's highest cardiac success rates, we face what others call untreatable and say, not today. Northwell, raise health.
The best way to see the USA starts in a Chevy SUV with room for the whole family. Added peace of mind for every mile. And range to take you farther.
Right now, get this low mileage lease on this 2026 Chevy Traverse for around $479 per month, or get $1,500 cash allowance. See your local Chevy dealer.
So I hammer the rudder, or we go perpendicular.
Mark that away.
That's nothing. I took the heavy dog and plus money. They went vertical out of the gate. Then they got outmaneuvered. With the lead. Tower, we got these are our sights. Negative tower, this win is a go. With Bet 365's early payout, I won the second they went up big.
You paid out early with Bet 365. At ShopRite, we give back here. To date, we've donated over $45 million to local charities. Join us as we shoot for another $2 million in donations this year as the title sponsor of the ShopRite LPGA powered by YorK. ShopRite, we are here.
Score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies, visit MLBshop.com/Mets, the official source for your Mets gear. Marlins have scored each of the last 2 innings. Mets have responded each time to maintain a 4-run lead. Marlins have to work hard.
Ball counts 1-0.
4 innings. First 2 were pretty easy. Last 2 have been a little more complicated. Joe Mack made the throwing error that handed the Mets that last run, leading off in the 5th.
Counts 1-1 for Mac. Return of the Mac.
Walter struck out 5 through the first 4 innings. Walked only 1. Allowed 5 hits. And which could have been a whole lot worse than that last inning. And Mac lines a base hit.
Base hit. Shallow right field. Mac's on first.
Joe Mack gives the Marlins
Right.
a lead-off hit for the 3rd straight inning.
It's a good little bunch of young players, this Marlins team. They've been down since inning 1, and they have not lost a step. Another bullet.
So now Freddie starts his 3rd time around the Marlins batting order, facing Xavier Edwards, who hit off the base of the center field fence for a triple his last time up. Starts him off with a changeup outside for ball 1.
Ewing playing deeper. This at bat.
Edwards. That's a ball. Counts 1-0.
The first 2 innings when he was sailing, Peralta threw an extraordinary number of fastballs. 64% through 2. But as he's found trouble,
Counts
he has
1-1.
more and more secondary pitches.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons that he probably over the course of his career has been so good with runners in scoring position. His secondary pitches get better with guys in scoring position.
It's leaned especially heavily on his changeup, which for the season is a pitch he throws 22% of the time. Tonight, 33% of the time.
Deserts in the lineup for Marlins. One of the few who loves to hit the fastball.
I guess you call that changeup his primary, secondary pitch. Off the end of that, down to third, Beatty will go.
They to first, out. There's a runner on second now. With one out.
Back advances to second.
Peralta's got over 80 pitches, so there's a good chance this might be his last inning, depending on how many more pitches he throws here.
Just to ensure that Beatty knew we had only one play on that slow ground ball.
Different score. Maybe you think about second with Matt, a slow runner going.
I just think that with a lead, you want to make sure you get an out.
Okay.
So now Liam Hicks is
You say hi to him?
walk, go for one.
He's upset.
Last year was Rule 5 pick.
He didn't see you all day.
Detroit. Played a lot for a Rule 5 guy.
Ball counts 1-0.
This year, he's become something extraordinary. The combination of contact and power has been off the charts. He has the 5th highest contact rate of any hitter in the major leagues.
No.
You think of contact as Steve Kwan and Luis Arraez.
Counts 1-1.
Like that. Just put the ball in play. This guy's got 11 home runs
and 44 RBI.
The strikeout rate is 9.3%, which is the lowest strikeout rate for any hitter with 10 or more home runs. The second lowest is Junior Caminero, who's at 16%.
You're eating
That's twice as
bowl
high.
of just plain noodles.
Yeah, I was trying to, but it tastes funny. I didn't realize it was whole wheat. I thought it was regular. Who buys whole wheat pasta?
Rule 5, I always think though.
You.
Teams get pitchers.
Why are you eating my pasta?
You told me I could.
All of that?
Yeah, you said I could have it yesterday.
Not all of it.
Oh. Why'd you get whole wheat for?
He's turned out to be a really good player. He can do almost second base.
It tastes funny.
I know, that's why you shouldn't buy it.
That's Rule 5.
You thought it was regular?
Yeah.
I got it, I think. They play.
No, I never heard of that movie, B. How about a double play and he comes back to the six? Oh, wait. Second base. Yeah. Counts 2-2 for Hicks. Hicks is 0 for 1 on the day.
Blue Jays got from the Phillies in Rule 5 draft.
George Bell, who
Full count.
is one of the few hitters to have 3 home runs on opening day. Played in that old stadium in Toronto.
Institution Stadium.
I played against him.
Why'd you wear the jersey today? They're not playing today.
He was just as frightening as a hitter at AAA as he was in the big league.
Who got you that bear?
I mean,
That Nick's bear?
AAA.
You got another stuffy? Peralta covering first. Out. 2 outs. Oh.
It's not an easy play for
2 outs, runner on third.
that flip on target going that far into his right.
Yeah, so you have to kind of throw it across your body. He works on this a lot. Throw it at the base, not the pitcher. He'll end up there. Watch Peralta after this. He spins around. That's the key for the pitcher. So Vientos did it right, and Peralta, because when you touch the base, you spin around so that runner on third knows that he's got to hold ground and not even attempt to even take an extra base.
AJ Minter is loosening in the Mets bullpen.
AJ Minter is warming up in the Mets bullpen. He's a left-handed pitcher.
Be happy to get him through this 5th inning if they can.
I think you're right, Derek.
88 pitches from Peralta. Everybody on the mound.
Made his season debut in the game on Tuesday night with a scoreless inning against the Reds.
I mean, we've been on the air so long that there was a time with the pitcher covered first, the infielders came in, gave them 20 seconds, and then they went on. Now you have to send the pitching coach out because of the clock violation.
Lopez over 2 tonight, but he is.
Is it an American movie, B? I'll check it out. Any good?
Leaders in the division. See the Braves or the Phillies yet this year. Hey,
His God is.
Lopez slashes one.
Ah, fuck. Runner's going to go home. We got to kick Peralta off the mound. 6-3 Mets. Runner on first with 2 outs.
Get to that ball to his left. And
one of those balls that if it stays up, Santos makes the play, but it did not. It skips under his glove. And it was hit awfully hard, so that's he didn't get his glove down. If it stays up, he makes the play. Does it stay down? Lopez gets a hit in RBI.
The official scoring just gave Santos an error. That's not an error. There's Kyle Stowers. And he takes the fastball to Torres. He's held an extra beat, but he does not challenge. It's 1-0. Stowers double to right center and scored before. So the Marlins have now scored in each of the last 3.
Counts 1-0.
Each time to cut the middle lead to 3 runs. Stowers swings over the changeup. It's 1-1.
Who's the official score? YorK. What was the ball off the bat there? Did they have that?
Wow, that
Counts 1-1.
Oh no, it's like that's a really difficult play. The elite, only the elite guys make that play or knock it down at least.
What's up, Laura?
He's just learning the position.
We've seen enough times this year where clear errors have been called hits because that's the trend.
Counts 2-1.
We're just going to buck the trend. Sure, Lopez doesn't get that turn into a hit. So we want to Stowers, the biggest home run threat in the lineup.
Swing and a miss, counts 2-2.
Freddie really had a lot of success with that pitch.
93 pitches.
He's got a swing like another Kyle Tucker. Stowers is swinging very similar to that. Kind of a sweeping swing.
94th pitch of the night for Peralta. That's hooked down the right field line. Extra base hit for Stowers.
He's gonna go home. He gotta take Peralta off the mound, Carlos. 6-4 Mets. That's it. He's done. He's cooked. Take him off the mound, Carlos.
And the Mets lead is down to 6-4.
Fucking A. All right, taking him out.
They tried to squeeze him through the 5th inning.
Pushed him too far.
Here's a relay. Bench. Throw it right down that line.
Pushed him too far.
Which made it a little more difficult to get anything on that throw and the accuracy. And you talked about Lopez. He's so fast, cuts the bases nicely, picks up his third baseman, and that's when he turns it into 5th gear. A little stumble there. But the pesky Marlins on their way back.
So Peralta's out.
Runner on second, 2 outs. Tying run coming up to bat.
So here we go. Tie game, bottom of the.
One day we'll get starting pitchers right. One day.
He's gone out to accomplish great things. For so many of us will remember what happened in this arena last year with Axiom. That's when he was still Madison Tag Team Champion, was seemingly bullied by Gunter's Rack. Only to push the Blake Jones to the absolute limit in front of his home country fans. Listen to this reception.
So underneath this one, Axiom has himself. He has Nathan Fraser, and apparently this entire arena in Barcelona backing him up. Yet this, he doesn't have his wingman, Keith Wilson. The race is being forced into competing by GM Nick Aldis. He should be ashamed.
There are rules and regulations to entering a foreign country, and customs here said Kid Wilson was not allowed entry due to the massive amount of moisturizer he travels with. That is completely understood. You cannot travel with that much moisturizer into a foreign country, so Kid was denied entry.
You've got to have a skincare routine, Joe. You've got to stay moist 24/7. But right now, I'm staying moist in this heat, this cauldron of Barcelona. But it looks like this is not doing too well right from the off.
Axiom, the first wrestler of Spanish origin from Spain to be signed by WWE. He came up the hard way. Great experience. He's part of Spain's Light World Wrestling. Hold on.
Don't revive me. Well, you know what else Axiom has been signed to. Once upon a time, he was signed to the youth team of Real Madrid.
Yes, he was.
Bitter rivals, all these people in Barcelona, yet they're still cheering him.
He's an excellent youth soccer player and one of the best clubs in the world, Paul Jermaine. Obviously, to take advantage of that. And you see that athleticism way that is carried over into his.
Yeah, maybe B. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't doubt Axiom's ability for 1 second. As you mentioned, that matchup against Cutler was a real career-busting moment for Axiom. But
Counts 1-1. Counts 1-2. That's a close call there to Marcy. He doesn't challenge it though. Marcy 1 for 2, RBI double in the fourth. 3 home runs on the season, 16 RBIs.
Well, it's just this that got a 2-run lead, and he comes in. You didn't have that left-hander to come in and kind of get the save out of this inning. That's what he's trying to do.
With himself, 4 2/3 innings matches.
1-2 count.
Shortest outing of the year. For 7 hits and 4 runs so far. Walked 5 strikeouts. If they score and hold for 2 runs in this inning, would be unearned.
Why are you shutting my blinds?
1-2 count for Marcy.
My blinds.
Mine.
I do. 1-2 count. Don't put that cat on me.
Charges an error. 101 off the bat.
2-2 count. He doesn't want me. He's mad. See, he's mad.
See if your stream thinks that's loading.
2-2 count.
2-2 for Mentor.
Pick him up. Struck him out. Well, he needs more attention. He hasn't seen you all day.
Nope.
Pick him up. Soto due up.
Summer's here. You can celebrate anything, like buying your first car. Yes. Cute. Finishing a big project.
Yes.
Or even your dog's birthday. He's eating the cup. Is that okay? It's his daily fiber.
Right now, you can lease a personal all-wheel drive 2026 RAV4 with 0 down and first month's payment of $399 due at signing.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places. Look at this guy.
What's going on, bro?
Hey, can I get the pass to the Wi-Fi? Goes.
I got something in my
Loaded features for record.
We need to get those 2 runs back.
The Hyundai Elantra. Right now, lease a Hyundai Elantra SE for $79 a month or get 2.99% APR for 60 months. Hurry in.
As we mark 250 years of America, Wounded Warrior Project honors those who serve. They've given us their commitment and sacrifice. We are here to
What are you doing for dinner?
a brighter future. Our programs and services help warriors access VA benefits, improve mental and physical health, and thrive for a lifetime. They've given us their best.
That's what you're doing for dinner. You worked all day.
250 years of strength and resilience. Visit woundedwarriorproject.org/USA 250.
Why don't you just take Wagobi?
I don't think so.
I've been on for like fucking 2 years. You'll be fine.
You're not supposed to be.
Don't give a shit.
You are rich. You don't care and don't mind doing it.
Because I got skinny on it. And so did your mom.
That's been leading this game.
Mom needed you this way.
Yes, I did.
Closer, 6-4 as we go to the bottom of the fifth.
My BMI was high and I had, like I was like not breathing in my sleep at one point. Sleep apnea from excessive weight gain.
While we come up the first pitch in the sunglasses mustache combo.
No. There's nothing wrong with a little Wegovy or a GLP-1, Courtney, if you want to lose weight. But you don't exercise. No, you don't. Counts 0-2.
So he discusses it with the home plate umpire Will Little, but does not check.
That's a wild pitch. Counts 1-2.
Back a ball and 2 strikes.
It's an interesting scene, right? Arguably the player with the best eye in baseball was discerning and decided not to challenge. He's so in control at the plate.
Hit. He's going to be out at first.
Walks it over to Meyer. 1 out. Buck's got his grades back tonight. Going with the hockey law on Wednesday.
I mean, like I had a pitch to hit. I was going to say maybe what he did say, but I can't.
Well, I could. You don't speak that much Spanish. 1 out and nobody on that. Jared Young, who has walked and struck out tonight. Jared is DHing tonight. Jorge Polanco is
Jared Young, strike.
Polanco is out on rehab. He's playing for Double-A Binghamton tonight, and Polanco in that game has a 3-run home.
Young 0 for 1 on the day, walking a run.
We'll see Polanco as early as next week. And that would be huge. Meanwhile, I was watching today before the game, watching Francisco Alvarez run.
Counts 0-2. Babe!
Practice, do catching.
Babe!
Block balls in the dirt.
Let's walk through the town next weekend.
And it's only a shade of
What?
6 weeks after meniscus surgery.
Are you actually agreed with me?
It's out 6 weeks with meniscus surgery. Alvarez is a catcher. It should take longer. It should take longer. But
I want to get dinner and then see the local shops. What?
Rehab as early as next week.
Guys, I saw Francisco Alvarez in the dugout, and I just looked at him and I said, "You are a freak." And he smiled and he said, "I'm not a freak. I'm just a normal guy with a different mindset."
Obviously, very high pain tolerance and
1-2 count.
skills. Young able to foul off that fastball.
Fastball foul count says 1-2.
So there appears to be at least some kind of timetable for Polanco and Alvarez. Lindor and Robert, not so much. Lindor's been doing some running, but he's not to the point where they can think about it. We have to sign
Struck him out.
swing and a miss, and Young is down on the sweeper. It's 5 strikeouts for Meyer, 2 out in the inning. And Robert has not even done any baseball activities at all. He's just getting shots in his back and trying to strengthen it up and hoping to get to the point where he can do something.
Meyer, despite giving up 6 runs already, has finally found his sweeper.
Well, he's still in this game because his team keeps fighting back. Ewing takes
Strike to Ewing.
was called out on strikes his last time up after delivering a 2-run single in the first.
Ewing 1 for 2, 2-run single, run, and a stolen base, 1 home run in the season.
2-run hits. Vientos added a home run in the third. That's got a runner in the fourth. Ewing looking down the count 0-2 for the third straight at bat. Slowly hit down to first, and that kicks foul.
Foul.
It's going to be a very difficult line for A.J. Ewing to toe. He's here in part because he has very good on-base skills, right? Through a lot of walks in the minor leagues. He had a 400 on-base percentage. That's kind of why he's here.
Yeah.
But the pitchers he does love with more strikes, and he's taking a lot of strikes.
And down there, all of that AAA players, AA players, they know he's one of the best players in the league. Here they're like, "Oh, show me, kid," But he did get ahead, and many of the counts when he first came up, not so much now.
Yeah, Dodgers are a super team, Star Wars.
A few more hits, especially with 2 out, especially with driving in runs. They'll be treating him a little differently again.
Counts 1-2.
It's all part of a learning process. This is only the 16th game he started in the major leagues. He got 54 bats under his belt. A lot more learning to do. And he keeps the bat alive. Let's check out the road ahead for the Mets, brought to you by your Tri-State Chevy dealers. 4 o'clock game tomorrow. It's Hall of Fame Day. Be in your seats by 3:30, please. 1:40 first pitch Sunday. Then it's off to Seattle and San Diego next week. This Mariners team that is overloaded with starting pitching to the point where they have to piggyback guys. We're not happy about it.
Line drive. Rolls up center field.
Got that pitch and hit a bullet right over the head of the shortstop.
AJ safe on first with 2 outs.
This entire game so far. I think maybe he caught a change. No, it's another breaking ball, just not as good a one. And just stroked it to left field. Simple swing. The 2 strikes, trying to put the ball in play, and it's rewarded for it.
So the Mets have 6 hits tonight. Ewing has a pair of them. Arquientos has the longest one. 445 feet into the second deck in left field for his 7th of the year. He takes first pitch sweeper for a strike. Even though he has a stolen base tonight, his 4th of the season.
Santos would see a steady diet of breaking pitches and miss that bat after the home run on the fastball.
Slices this one down the right field line and overcomes.
Out at right field, damn.
And that retires the side. Hit one left.
Norby due up for the Marlins, headed to the 6th. Let's switch over to wrestling real quick while we go to commercial.
Didn't do it. That's what's up. This is what Cody says to me. He looks me down. He says, "They don't teach you a lesson." It slows on. I feel like they're one of the few people around here that gets me. You know?
When you felt like that, you were looking good.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't talking. Sort of man. I know you give everything you got and still get disrespected from every angle. I swear I feel like the only people that get me right now are you and my ride or die fans. That's it.
Oh, interesting, Star Wars.
It's fine.
Well, looks like you're talking to a wall over here.
Hey, that's Johnny wrestling. Show a little respect.
I know, yes, but look at it between this and the Cody stuff, man. Like,
Cody. Let me guess. Did Cody send you here to talk to me?
Cody said, "Hey, it's not about Coach, about you, man. Get it. Things aren't going your way. Things aren't going Sammy Zayn's way. Guess what? I've been back for 5 months. Things aren't going my way either. I'm not complaining. I'm not crying. I'm not talking to corpse. I'm certainly not being a little what? It's not bad.
No, a little what, Matt? A little what? What are you gonna say? Huh? How long have I known you, Matt? How long have you known me? You know me. You know what I've done in this service. You know everything I've done. How dare you talk to me? Do you see what I'm saying about the disrespect from everyone? You can't let it stand. You can't let it stand. Let's do something about this.
Yeah?
Yeah. In the middle of that road tonight.
Okay, you keep talking to him. Look up.
Yeah, you do that.
I like the idea of that.
Huh.
I also like this a lot as Drew talked to, as he says, Nicky Nick. Five strikeouts, 94 pitches. So that's bullpen will have to get 13 outs if they want to win this game. AJ Minter has been itching to be a part of the formula here.
Counts 1 and 2
Next man up in the Mets bullpen.
for Norby. Norby 1 for 2 on the day.
He's had so many setbacks over the last few years. Tommy John surgery, hip surgery, and most recently the torn lat muscle that led to surgery last year.
Hit Hughes when he was in that bullpen in Atlanta. And it wasn't a straight line. He had an outstanding rookie year, but then ended up back in the minor leagues.
And he strikes out Norby to start the 6th inning. So Minter's phase 2 and struggled both out.
But he throws that cutter in on the right so much that when he surprises him with a four-seamer, he threw that ball right past Morgan.
We were talking to Mentor a year ago, spring training, after he came off the hip surgery. And he was so excited because he
struck him out.
For 3 years.
Mentor looks nasty. Yeah, we're going to need him through the 7th as well, though. See, that's a foul. Counts 0-1. Where was he originally? Where did we get him from? The A's? What team was Minter on before ours? I forgot.
Then less than a month into the season, he goes down and he's out for the year.
But it's not the first time a guy has
Counts 1-1.
for many years gets it fixed.
Casey 1 for 2 on the day, single and a run, 4 home runs on the season.
Early in her career as opposed to pitching her.
Swing and a miss, counts 1-2. You're right, he's nasty, bro. McNasty. Officer McNasty Pants.
Well, the Marlins been sure use Cabrera right now. Cabrera's hurt. He's had a blister. He's out for the Cubs. Casey was the Cubs' big prospect. Ground ball. Backhanded by Minter.
Minter backhanded bouncer, grabbed it to Vientos, out. 2 out, and look at the fans cheer him on. He's like, yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up, B. That's what's up.
One hopper, behind the back, Harlem Globetrotter like, and the easy out.
And he's done his work for the night. Carlos Mendoza on his way to the
Wait, why are we taking him out?
big smile for his manager.
Why?
Really had that in your bag of tricks, AJ.
Why can't we give him one more batter?
He exits and Rajavan coming off.
Bro, he was...
He's got
Whatever. I understand you different batters coming out, but bro, he's hot right now. Why would you? Whatever. I honestly would have let him stay out there. I don't care who they put out there next in the fucking lineup. I would have kept that kid out there, man. Minter was on fire, bro. Fuck it, let him rip. His pitches were crisp and perfect and on target. Like, he was doing everything he wanted to do. He was
Happiness starts here. It's the little
whatever. This better not come back to haunt me.
time you make for yourself.
Carlos Mendoza.
Happy Days Dispensary. Whatever life throws at you, we're happy to help. Happy Days Dispensary offers a wide selection of cannabis products, friendly guidance, and easy welcoming experience. Pick up in store or have it delivered. Cannabis is not recommended for use by persons who are pregnant and nursing. Happy Days Dispensary. Stay happy.
This is an SVU Superfan Marathon.
For the fans, by the fans.
That's right, David.
Only begin.
SVU.
Tell me you got a good squad working for you.
I'm Detective Benson. Sergeant Benson. Lieutenant Benson. Captain Benson.
Have the right to remain silent. I will advise him to shut up.
Fact. You are now all my bitches. Fact.
Benson, what?
SVU Superfan shoots this for all marathon, all day Sunday.
Only on USA.
What an exciting weekend that's underway here in Europe. And on Sunday, your complete coverage will be streaming on the ESPN app. But we want to remind you, at noon on Sunday, Eastern time in the U.S., it will be the countdown to Clash in Italy. Then the first hour at 2 p.m. Eastern, also on ESPN, followed by the post show. Everything streaming on the ESPN app, the Clash in Italy.
All right, let's see what we got.
How's she doing? Well, how do you think she is? She's in a lot of pain and pissed off. And quite frankly, so am I. So the next time I see Jade,
Don't worry about me. I'm going to hand her a caution.
It's challenged.
Counts 0-1. Did the Mets just lose the challenge? They won a challenge. Grounded to third. Get it to first. Out. All right, cool. All right. Carlos Mendoza's plan worked there. Beatty due up for the Mets, bottom of the second after this commercial break again. I'll switch back to wrestling in the meantime.
On the roster, Royce Keys. Thanks to our truth, a little bit of matchmaking, connecting the dots. We will now have them paired up.
We called it an executive decision in our truth. Well, some executive decisions should never be made, and in my opinion, pairing up Royce Keys and Damian Priest is one of them.
His tag team partner, Criminal Palo California, weighing in at 291 pounds. He is the winner of the 2026 Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, Royce Keys.
So, Damian Priest's issues with Royce Keys lie in the fact that Royce Keys has some major personal history with Solo Sikoa, the leader of the MLB. So, how does our truth decide to deal with this? Pair Priest up with Royce Keys against the guys that Priest suspects Keys is a cahoots with.
Yeah, but Keys' actions recently should tell him otherwise.
Certainly refused, at least on the face of it, to align with Solo Sikoa, who has offered Royce Keys a spot in the MFT group several times. As of yet, it has been declined. You are correct. Joe Westbrook today was a different day. Who knows?
Their opponents being accompanied by Solo Sikoa at a combined weight of 520 pounds. Kala and Tonga.
What's up, Stanley? Let's go Mets indeed. Speaking of the Mets, here we go. Bottom of the sixth. Beatty leads off. Pop up, foul, and back. Counts 0-1. Brett Beatty 1 for 2, 2-run single in the first, 3 home runs on the season for him. 2.34 batting average, 2.34. What's a good word, Stanley? That's upstairs, counts 1-1.
Pitches in a major league game. This is his 37th career start. So I guess they're going to try to get him through the inning.
How many pitches does Max have? 94? Make it 95. Counts 1 and 2.
Byron's hanging that breaking ball, 2 hits, right even, and then that clutch one with 2 outs by Beatty.
Two to Brett. Take that sweeper down.
Sweeper down, counts 2 and 2.
Marlins like the Mets. That's day off yesterday. They should have a rest of the bullpen. Probable pitchers in the rest of the series brought to you by Mike's Amazing. Christian Scott. Still looking for his first big league win. He certainly has been pitching well. Goes tomorrow and then will be playing on Sunday. Fouled off the foot of Beatty. It's going to be fascinating to watch him playing on Sunday and see what kind of adjustments he's made.
Yeah, I mean, it happens to every pitcher. Even the great Paul Stevens has had a couple of forgettable starts this year. So it's that's really how you judge yourself, how you get out of the hole. Playing's in a little hole right now.
Beatty goes
Struck him out.
Fastball. That's 6 strikeouts now for Max Meyer. Because Max just career high by throwing 99 pitches.
So many breaking balls that surprised him with a high heater. Just threw it right by him.
Now Marcus Semien, who was aided by the Marlins for a trip around the bases in the 4th, pops this one up in foul ground. Mack stumbling after it and gets there to make the catch.
Damn, fouled out.
Didn't start well.
2 outs. Max has got 100 pitches now.
As he started his pursuit of that ball.
Damn it, Marcus.
But he wound up tracking him down in the second out.
I liked it, though. I liked everything about it. The defensively. This is not an easy play because he's got to run, sprint hard to his right, and then he gets near that.
The pitcher could fucking throw 100 pitches. Meanwhile, we can't even get to the 5th inning.
So 2 out and nobody on. Now Luis Torrens.
Torrens.
Was flied out and sacrificed over the wall.
Upstairs counts 1-0. Fastball high.
Young pitcher's cap to get to that triple-digit pitch total for the first time.
That, and you can learn a lot about a young pitcher that despite giving up 6 runs, he's still here in the 6th, throwing good pitches, effective pitches.
Another ball counts 2-0. Torrens 0 for 1 sack, bunt in the 4th. No home runs in the season yet, so me and him have the same amount of home runs this season. Oh, Marlins challenge. It's a strike. So it's overturned. Counts 1-1.
Former pitcher, I think everything's a strike.
Positive thinking.
Strike counts 1-2.
Pitching by way of Quincy Field.
I mean, I'm pretty good with the replays, but this ABS, I have to just be quiet.
Keith wants the whole thing.
Oh, he loves it.
He doesn't want to in the box. He just wants to hold the pitch. 1-2 coming.
That bounces. Counts 2-2.
Keith's eyesight is still impeccable at 70-plus years old.
You know, he's already had 2 careers as a player and a broadcaster. He might have a third.
Running the ABS?
Yeah. But being an umpire.
I don't think they can take care of his needs out of the booth.
Outside. That's a ball. Full count.
Hey.
Brooks Raley, left-handed pitcher, warming up in our bullpen.
Brooks Raley up in the bullpen for the Mets.
Pitch number 106 coming from Meyer. And Torrens grounded to third.
Grounded to third to first. He's out. To the 7th we go. 6-4 Mets. 2 up Mac for the Marlins.
That's leading.
Make it really, really good. At a time when the price of tools and everything else only seems to go up, Harbor Freight is working hard.
Yeah, I don't know.
For quality tools
It's a good question.
You'll love even more. Harbor Freight.
Your cheeseburger deserves a nice big slice of our Sargento family legacy. You can taste over 70 years of our family commitment to high-quality, real, natural cheese in every bite.
Did we just put Brazoban out there for 2 pitches?
A promise you can taste.
We're about to find out if Brooks Raley is now on the mound for the Mets. Man, I am tired, B. I might need to go to sleep.
The real question is, what doesn't it get you? Enjoy a full meal plus premium chicken bites for just $7. It's the $7 Sonic Big Deal Meal.
Contestant Wade Barrett with you here in Barcelona for Friday Night SmackDown. Cody Rhodes and Gunther face off later tonight as they get set for Clash in Italy. Damian Priest and Royce Keys in tag team action against the MFT that's been getting the best of Royce Keys as Damian Priest looks on. Wade, he asked the question earlier tonight when it was proposed by Archer to have this match, to have this partnership. How do I know I can trust you, Royce Keys? I think they have built some chemistry throughout this match, but they needed to show right now. Oh, man, Royce Keys!
How about that for a giant jump ball out of nowhere just when it looked like it was all over the Keys? Now you've got to tag the man who doesn't trust you. Well, here he is.
And here comes Priest, ready to fire away. Signature Priest, and now the big man, Talo Tom, is going to get some. Spinning kick, the best of Priest, but oh no. Kamatonga, bell clap, up Right back at it. He was looking for that T-bomb choke slam, wasn't he?
I'm the Street King giving back weeks and weeks of abuse straight to the MLBs.
By kicking shoulders and elbows, back and forth he goes. And now he sends Tamatanga out to the floor. Oh, from behind. Oh, around Tamatanga. I mean, it's suddenly the gentleman police show one half of the tag champs. Redridge, tag champ partner, Armstrong out of commission right now. Medically signed up.
You guys are funny. B and David. All right, back at it for the 7th inning. Let's see who's on the mound. No, okay, Brazoban is back on the mound, B.
I mean, I haven't. It's not like I fix a lot of cars. I haven't changed tires.
He threw a ball, counts 1-0. And another ball counts 2-0. So I'm guessing if Brazoban gets through this inning, then we'll do Brooks Raley 8, and then I don't know who in the 9th. Counts 2-1 for Edwards. Edwards 1 for 3 on the day. That's outside. Counts 3-1.
Yeah, a few years, but I've done it. The scariest part to me is always.
Oh, thank you. Since I don't have one,
that's like the donut.
Yes.
He walked him. Tying run coming up to bat.
Just in case I get another flap, I will put that on and I'll walk my way home. Secure that, please.
It's a walk to Edwards.
So you were saying?
I was saying that the scariest thing is when you start pumping up the jack and knowing where under the car to place it so you don't like ruin your undercarriage.
Yeah, ruin the bottom of the car. But ChatGPT had told me everything I needed to know and do.
Somebody's going to be coming to you for endorsement.
All that was missing was the Mets orange cap.
Strike, counts 0-1.
Change up for a strike. So the Marlins get the tying run.
That's Liam Hicks up at bat, 0 for 2 on the day, walked in the 3rd. 11 home runs in the season, 44 RBIs. Get a double play ball here. Go over the first 9 times.
Keith had this incident. He was so late that he felt he needed to bring in the bill from the towing company to prove to us that he had had the incident.
Hit.
Yes. Trickled down the left field line of the 580 and up against the tarp. And the Marlins want runners at second and third.
I'm done.
Well, the second
Runners on second and third with 1 out.
Miami. Marcy broken back double in the 4th inning, and now Hicks just
Watch, the Marlins are about to tie it now.
I mean, you can't write this up or place this any better. Hicks out in front of that. Well, with that kind of spin, it's going to stay fair and then move its way towards the target where Juan Soto finally picks it up.
15.2 miles an hour off the bat, and it had 2 bases in it. So now the tying runs are in scoring.
Tying runs in scoring position with only 1 out. Next man up for Brazoban. Lopez. Ball outside, counts 1-0. 15 for 44, 1 home run and 18 RBIs on the season with runners in scoring position for Otto. Left field. It's a 1-run game. 6-5 Mets, 2 outs, runner on second. Call to the bullpen.
Mendoza on his way to the mound. He's got Brooks Raley ready for the left-hand hitter Stowers. So Brazoban, after a walk, a soft double, and a sac fly, will exit. Raley coming in. We'll be right back.
The 2026 Nissan Rogue, powered by YorK's 10 best engines. It's the most powerful road ever. Nissan. Motor one and new vehicle quality. Well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on select model trims.
That swordfish won me the tournament.
I once had an 8-leg parlay. An octopus, if you will. Came down to a game in Detroit. I heard the team's plane got in super late the night before, so I figured I'd use my Bet365 sign-up bonus to hammer the under. Did you win? Well, let's just say the next round of omelets is on me, fellas.
Bet $10, get $200 in bonus bets.
I was diagnosed with breast cancer. When I came to New York Presbyterian, I just thought I needed a good oncologist. I didn't know I needed a team. I felt seen. I felt that I was not a number. They were open-minded to what I had to bring to the table, and they made the time to really personalize my care. After treatment, I'm dancing, I'm traveling, I'm living my life again.
Popeye's wraps are back. That crunchy tender with pickles, lettuce, and cheese, all wrapped in our buttermilk tortilla and bursting with bold Louisiana flavor for just $3.99. Pick them up today.
The 2026 Nissan Rogue, powered by World's 10 best engines. It's the most powerful Rogue ever. Nissan. Number one in new vehicle quality. Well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on select model trims.
Brooks rally on to try and get the final out at the top of the seventh.
Yeah, he got 4 outs in his last appearance against the Reds, but maybe just needed for 1 out here to try and close out this inning with only a skinny 1-run lead.
Kyle Stowers has a pair of doubles tonight. He's driven in 1, he scored 1. Tying run at second with 2 out. Stowers takes a cutter outside for ball 1.
Oh, look, a ball.
Krausebaum hurt himself with a walk.
Counts 1-0.
One in this inning charged to hit
Strike counts 1-1.
for a strike, and it's 1-1. Braves won tonight at Cincinnati 8-3. Dom Smith had 3 more hits. You know, Dom's hitting .336.
There was a big article on Dom. He said that all winter he spent with a hitting coach from his youth to try to swing like he did when he was in high school.
It's working. 1-1. Fouled at the plate, 1-2. Best year of his career was the COVID year, 2020.
Right.
He was magnificent that year. Michael Peterson, the right.
Counts 1-2. Michael Peterson, right-hand pitcher. Cade Gibson, left-handed pitcher, warming up in the bullpen for Miami.
It's weird that we're almost at the end of May and we haven't seen the Braves win the yet. Remy ahead on Stowers, 1-2. Goes away with that sweeper. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Counts 2-2.
It's the runner at second. And Stowers.
Ooh, they called it a ball. Are we going to challenge it? Yeah, Terrence is challenging it. It looked like it could get called a strike. I thought it nicked the corner. It did. He's out. Inning's over. 7th we come. Or bottom of the 7th, rather.
6-5 minutes.
We're here for those who build America. Those who believe that giving everything we've got today will pay off tomorrow. Who will drive America forward for 250 years to come. If that's who you are, you value what we value, and you should pay what we pay.
Leo, skipping the buy one, get one means losing 50% of his savings potential. To Leo's mom, the logic is for working families. So she helped him open a Wells Fargo Clear Access banking account with no overdraft fees and tools to track spending. He's learning. Had his own Leo pace. However you make money work, you can work with that.
Hey, Tony. How are you, buddy? Check it out, pal. A little scratch-offs from the New Jersey Lottery featuring real New Jersey dogs. I knew Magic when he was just a pup. He made Tom's River proud. My uncle, he ran with Trapper. They were wild. Whoa. Ginger from Old Bridge is a looker. Oh, I'd like to meet her at the dog park. Holy jeez. Wow!
Jersey voted. Now play the scratch-offs. With top prizes of $200,000, there's no dog like a Jersey dog.
At ShopRite, we give back here. Today, we've donated over $45 million to local charities. Join us as we shoot for another $2 million in donations this year as the title sponsor of the ShopRite LPGA powered by YorK. ShopRite, we are here.
Saturday, June 13th, the first 18,000 fans at the game will receive a Hello Kitty bobblehead presented by Toyota. Get your tickets now at Mets.com/tickets. Lefty Cade Gibson comes on to pitch for the Marlins as we go to the bottom of the seventh.
This is his second stint with the Marlins this season. He's pitched more than one inning in 3 of his last 5 appearances.
Very breaking ball heavy, sliders and curveballs. He's got some of the highest spin rate in the majors, over 3,100 RPM for both his
Ball counts 1-0. Benj was walked in the second.
Carson Bench.
He has 3 home runs on the season.
That's it. Several points tonight, about a 4-run lead.
That's low.
Both the Marlins with 2 in the 5th and 1 in the 7th to cut it to 6-5. Bench, Bichette, and Soto at the top of the batting order. Max Meyer threw a career-high 106 pitches over 6 innings and persevered, despite giving up a 4 spot in the first inning. Bench pops one up the foul ground. Max racing back.
Foul counts 2-1.
He's going to think, when was the last time the Checkers had 2 pop-ups, right? Behind the plate.
Now with modern ball works. Final one on Myers. 6 innings, 6 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, 1 home run.
A lot of 6s. No good.
801 6s.
But he really bore down and was good at the end.
Think of Damien.
Don't look at the scalp.
Fastball on the inside edge. It's 2-2 to Bench.
Counts 2-2. Well, we're still winning by a run, B. Bottom of the 7th. We just have to survive 8 and 9. Really just need 6 outs and we'll get a win. Swing and a miss. God dang it, Benj. 1 away.
Now that's the first out of the 7th.
Gibson's a big guy from Louisiana. You're right there. He's got a good break and that high breaking ball. Missed it by Bench.
So 1 out and nobody on. Now Bo Bichette is left for 3 tonight. And opposite field single in the first to get the Mets start.
That's a wild pitch. Counts 1-0.
Ball 1. Trying to put together some more consistent games. It's 5 for 14 on this homestand. Taking steps.
Ball counts 2-0.
Will swept the entire plate. I mean, it's kind of like McClain from the other side, right? Tobias Myers, next man up in the Mets bullpen.
Tobias Myers, right-handed pitcher, warming up in our bullpen. Counts 3-0.
So the Marlins in the 8th will have Marcy, the left-hand batter, leading off, and then the right-handed Morby. So do you leave Rayleigh to start the inning?
Counts 3-0.
You have to face 2 batters.
I would.
Upstairs, he walked him. 1 on. 1 on, 1 out for the Mets here. Bottom of the 7th.
Shea does some closing for the Marlins up their bullpen. Marlins bullpen has been really good. Starters have struggled for the most part. But the bullpen has been a strength. Soto's over 2 and a walk. Gibson has him bailing out of that sweeper, 0-1.
Never wanted to get Soto to bail. So that tells you how effective that pitch is by Gibson.
And he loops one into center field.
Center field, that's going to drop for a base hit.
Throw me that pitch twice in a row, and I'll figure out how to hit it, says Soto.
All right, Soto on first. Runner on third as well with only 1 out.
Almost like he told himself, I bailed the first breaking pitch. I'm not going to bail. I'm going to just put the ball in play, cut down my swing, gets it off the end. And it works for Warren and the Mets.
That's announced Eric Wagman into the game to pitch in.
Let's get a run here. Yeah, we got a call to the bullpen, though, from Miami.
So Wagman to pitch in, and now Fauché to pitch. 6-5.
All right, commercial. Let's check on wrestling. Now it's in a commercial.
Save up to $900 on select adjustable mattress sets.
Like her pupils, they were piercing. And she looked at me. She could look holding herself.
And she knew exactly what she wanted. I'm sure everyone else did too. So now that she was rich, did Sante Kans change her way to renounce her compulsion to lie and steal? Oh no, not at all. And her compliant husband, Ken Seaton, seemed to love it. Didn't he participate willingly in her crimes?
He didn't mind not having to pay for breasts. He didn't mind not having to pay for Cadillac Calypso Guados in our driveway. He fell in love with her getting away with it.
So, from practically the moment they met, Ken played along. Even with some of Sante's wackier schemes, like an idea to make money from the 1976 bicentennial. Sante used her considerable charm to cozy up to an official of the United Nations.
She got an endorsement where Ken was actually named an honorary bicentennial ambassador. Well, that's how you need to get mom.
It meant nothing, really. But Sante and Kenneth went swanning around like very important people, using the title to flog a collection of bicentennial memorabilia. And with an extra line or two, the fake ambassador and his wife crashed a reception at Blair House in Washington, shook hands with Vice President Ford.
Secret Service went right through, and then they said, well, who are you?
The weird stuff was exposed in the Washington Post. Just a hiccup for Sante. DC again a few years later.
It was late, and this couple came through the door. They were so distinctive, you couldn't miss them.
Winter 1980. Frida Beachy was enjoying a nightcap at the Washington, D.C. bar, and Kenneth Sante swept in. He then watched as Sante, wearing a mink coat herself.
All right, let's see what we got here in the 7th.
Cutter, sinker, sweeper, curveball. And the Marlins bring the infield in again. They did
Strike, counts 0-1.
Runners at first and third.
Melendez was like, really? He's the PH right now. 203 average, 2 homers, 6 RBI, 673 OPS.
Again, they bring the infield in against Melendez, who's not nearly as fast a runner as Ewing.
Well,
So
counts 1-1.
I would play halfway, I think. In this instance, Bichette doesn't have a ton of speed. They're not all the way in the grass in the middle, so that gives them an opportunity with a hard hit ball in turn 2.
Slider running in toward his feet. He fouls it off 1-2.
Counts 1 and 2.
I think that's a good move. But really, the only way they can turn 2 is if the ball was hit right to the shortstop on a couple of hops.
Maybe Soto would take off early in the count, but he is not. Stick it close to first. 1-2 to Melendez. And the breaking ball hit out to left center. That's got a 1 minute. Tagging at third is Bichette.
Left field, runner's going to go, and Mets back up by 2.
feel good for the moment that he needed that situational at bat, get the job done. Outstanding.
So the wheels turned on both sides. The pointer landed on Melendez, and he came through.
Yeah, got nice moves there by Mendoza.
So Soto's still at first with 2 out. Now A.J. Ewing has a couple of hits tonight. 2-1 single in the first inning, and a single
Counts 0-1.
center in the fifth. Soto with first 5 steals on the year.
Hit.
That was it sharp.
And he's out. We're going to the 8th.
And that retires the side.
Mets are winning 7-5. We're going to top of the 8th. Marcy will be the leadoff man for Miami.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it's
And his opponent, from Long Island, New York, weighing in at 230 pounds, Matt Cardona.
I thought for doing since the situation was in really perfectly backstage earlier, right? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Cardona meant well. I think he was looking out for a locker room relays every other day. Things have been spiraling a bit lately, but Sammy Zayn took that as a taunt and then bringing up the entire Cody Rhodes tension from earlier was the stool that brought the camel's back. And I think Sammy Zayn is looking to take out some frustrations against Big Man, who has some career frustrations of his own. These are 2 men who are desperately in need of a win right now, and this should be a very intriguing matchup.
Sammy's been so frustrated, feeling like he doesn't get the respect that he deserves. He's not understood. It's brushed aside. Of course, we saw last week he got a golden opportunity against Cody Rhodes. He was able to defeat him. Cody also attacked viciously by Gunther.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
All right, guys, I'm out. I'm going to bed. I think the Mets got this. I'll catch you guys tomorrow night. Sorry I'm ending a little bit early, but I'm just tired. I'm going to lay in my head.
Savings on central air conditioning. By Shopway, we are